Now, I'm going to see if I can dye my DC hat now. Here's the hat, and here's the dye. Now, I haven't read the instructions yet. These glasses are for distance, so I got to change glasses. Put this on pause. Now, here's some other things I bought at Walmart. These are baby wash and shampoo and baby lotion. Now, I use these on myself. Now, I'm buying this stuff for two reasons. One is these baby products are much cheaper than the products for the adults, and they work just as well. I've been using these for over a year. They work just as well as anything else, and they're much cheaper. And they last just as long, right? In fact, you get better quantities. Look how big this thing is here. What does it say? 27.1 fluid ounces, 1.69 pint, 800 milliliters. This is huge. How much did it cost? I'm trying to remember, like $5. You buy adult body wash and shampoo, you're going to pay double that or more and get less. Okay, here's lotion, okay? I noticed they got a smaller size. They didn't have this size now. This was like $3.50. A huge lotion. Now they got one, they reduced the size. Okay, I just read the directions. It says to put the dye in a stainless steel pot. Well, you got to do it on the stove, so I'll use the pot I used for my delicing of hats the other day, and I'll use that. So let me go downstairs. You're supposed to maintain a temperature of 200 degrees, just under boiling. That shouldn't be hard. So let me put this on pause and get started here. Okay, I got no shirt on because I don't want to ruin my clothes. And I got a pair of shorts on that I've already ruined. And I'm barefoot and so on because I don't want to ruin any socks. So, you hear women don't care what a man looks like. So, I never looked good upper body when I was a kid. So I'm an old man and I still don't look good there. So if you like me, it's not because of the way I look. Anyway, I don't want to ruin my clothes. So this says to put a little, put like a spoon of dish detergent in there. Shake well. Shake well. All right. Add 1 teaspoon of liquid dish detergent. Okay. 1 teaspoon. Okay. Well, you don't have to be exact, right? So we'll add a little. There. I figure that's a teaspoon. Okay, now, let me get my dye right here. It says shake well. It says use a half one of these for a whole t-shirt. So I just got a hat. I shouldn't need a half one of these. I should not, but let's see what happens. I'm shaking well. Got the rubber gloves on. It says Okay, mix well. 30 minutes or until desired color is achieved. Okay, so we got the right temp here. Okay, let's see what happens. I'm not showing what I'm doing. Okay, I'm adding the stuff. I added about half of this. Okay, now it says to mix this well. So how am I going to mix it? How about a wooden chopstick? Oh, wait a minute. Here's a coffee stir from McDonald's that we didn't use. So this is perfect. Mix well. Temp is just right. "30 minutes submerged in this." This is just under boiling. We turn it up a little bit. Okay, here goes our hat. First off, let's show the hat. DC, American flag. Nice closure here. Look, I put this in the back here. I fitted in this symbol in here. Washington, D.C. I took great care to do this. USA. I always take these buttons off the top. So let's see, 30 minutes. So it's 4:47 in Tokyo. 4:47 and 30 seconds. Let's submerge. Let me show what I'm doing. Okay, there's our hat. Let's see what we get out of this. By the way, I bought this hat in a store near Gallaudet University. There are some stores back in there, and there was a souvenir store. I went in there and I got it for a good price. It was only like 12 something years ago. And there it is. We got it submerged in our purple. Looks like I can get more than one thing dyed in here. So I'm going to have a very purple cap. It says it's going to look a lot darker than it will be once you take it out of there. That's understandable. So we got that in there. Let's let it sit. Put this on pause. Okay, you can see that the hat turned out kind of bluish, not purple. Well, it still looks better than it did. Now, I was saying that I bought those baby products for two reasons, but my wife started to talk to me, so I forgot to say the second reason. The second reason was I may be on the way to having some babies. This is the kind of thing I did in the lead up to my having our son. I was buying children's watches for some reason and wearing them. And the next thing you know, I was having a child myself, so it seems that my concern this way was a kind of lead up to having kids. So, although I wasn't thinking this way when I was buying these baby products, I was basically thinking that I could save money, but I was also thinking, I gotta say this time, I was thinking a little, well, maybe Sayak and I are gonna have some kids together. It's possible because I saw on one of her videos she was wearing a dress that clearly symbolized that she was still having her monthly cycle as a woman. That's what the dress symbolized. So I thought, well, along with pink and blue symbolism in the color scheme she used as backgrounds for her reports, she seemed to want to have kids. So I figured, yeah, maybe I'm going to have kids. So let me be thinking in that direction. And I was was buying these baby products. And I also gave her as a present some children's pacifiers on Valentine's Day when I sent her a Valentine's Day present. I sent her some De Nobili cigars and some pacifiers. So yeah, if you're able to see this video, let's get going. We're gonna have kids. We better start. We're gonna have a relationship. Let's get going. I'm getting older and older. So are you.